Good Tuesday morning. The whole gang back today. Alicia, you're back from a little sickness. We're all fighting one off.
I lost my voice. I know. I thought we both kind of got Jen passed it on to us.
Yep,
it's going around.
She's very generous.
Hopefully your workplace, you're not getting, diseases.
It's been a rough, not even winter yet, late fall.
It makes sense.
It's just like people are always sick.
We've all ditched the masks too, so we're all getting the crud that we've missed over the past few years, right?
Well, let's hope the masks don't come back. So. Let's check in with Guy. He's freezing in the backyard.
Healthy, right? You good?
I'm still okay, Alicia. I've been kind of giving you a little extra space, though, at the desk. I'm not going to lie about that. But if you do need some warm tea, let me know. I'll get you some. All right, 13 right now, clear skies. It does feel, obviously, once you factor in the wind, feels a little bit cooler than that. So dress for the chill this morning with single digits. More sunshine on the way today. That's going to be nice to see, especially after a gray day like yesterday. I'm tracking some more snow showers, so stick around. I'm tracking that for tomorrow. I'll have more on that here coming up. Alicia?
Thank you, Guy. Let's give you a look at the roads here at 6:01. Looks like a crash did pop up on 169, not far from 62. I'll try to pop it up on a camera here and see if we can see it on cameras. Yep, there it is, blocking that right shoulder right on the entrance ramp at Valley View Road and 169 northbound. So just a heads up, not causing any slowdowns. I'll keep my eye on this and have an update in a few. Right now, we are following several breaking news stories out of St. Paul.
The first, police say they shot and killed a man last night. Hours ago, we spoke to police and learned new information about what led up to that shooting. Police say it all started in the Dayton's Bluff neighborhood east of downtown around 6 p.m.
Jen is at St. Paul Police headquarters with what we know so far. Good morning, Jen.
Yeah, good morning. And we did move location since we last spoke with you. But before we did, so within maybe the last 40 minutes or so, we saw a St. Paul squad get towed away from the scene. We'll talk about why that's notable in just a moment. But first, we want to start with where this all began. So let's show some video from when this all unfolded last night around 6 o'clock. Earl and Hudson is the intersection in the Dayton's Bluff neighborhood where this unfolded. That is where St. Paul officers were called to last night after a 911 report about a domestic assault. Police say that caller reported that a man had a gun, and when they got there, he'd already taken off, officers said. Then they spotted a man, they said, in the immediate area. They say he had a handgun in his hand. So St. Paul police claim they witnessed that man approach an occupied vehicle and believe he was attempting to carjack it. Officers say they drove up to him and believe that the squad did hit him. And again, we did just within the last 40 minutes see a squad get towed from that scene. We heard from St. Paul Police just a few hours ago. Here's what they say happened next.
Officers exited their vehicle to find the man standing in front of them with the handgun still in his hand. Officers discharged multiple rounds, striking the man in his torso and leg.
And that sergeant that you just heard from, Mike Ernster with St. Paul Police, said that officers on scene did give that man aid. He was taken to Regents Hospital. They say that is where he died. Now, the officers who were involved in this were told they had their body cameras on. They were rolling at the time this all happened. That footage now being reviewed by the BCA, who is investigating this case. And we did hear from neighbors who were nearby this scene when it happened. We're going to hear from one of them coming up in the next 30 minutes.
Okay, we look forward to that. Thank you, Jen. Also breaking in St. Paul, police are investigating an overnight homicide. They tell us it happened a few hours ago on Jessamine Lane. We're working to find out exactly what happened. And stay with KARE 11 for the latest on these developing stories. You can find more information on air, online, and on our social media platforms.
New this morning, Highway 13 in Burnsville is back open after it was closed because of a deadly crash. It happened near Nicollet Avenue around 6 last night. State Patrol says a person was hit by a pickup truck as they were walking across the highway. State Patrol is still investigating. We're also following developing news out of North Minneapolis, where city crews are cleaning up a massive water main break.
Yeah, at one point, streets were completely flooded. Take a look at this video. This is from a viewer. They sent this in near the intersections of 2nd Street North and North 26th Avenue in the Hawthorne neighborhood.
Just a few hours ago, the city released this map of where it all happened near 29th Avenue North and 2nd Street. Officials say if you live within about a 1/3 mile radius of this area, you're asked to stay clear. CC's live at the scene with an update on how things are looking there this morning. Hey, CC.
Hey, Alicia. Hey, Chris. Yeah, stay clear is the message this morning. A lot of roads still blocked off in this area where the water main break happened. But I want to show you, crews are still on scene here this morning. A few crews here within the last 30 minutes. They just pumped more water out from under the ground here just to get all that excess water out. And then they put more salt down so the roads wouldn't be slick here. But crews have been out here for multiple hours trying to make sure that no water is on the roads. It was flooded last night, as you mentioned, but now that it's not flooded, salt is down. But we do want to give you a view of what happened last night because it was a lot of water here. These are pictures and videos sent to us from viewers overnight. Lots of water, and crews are still working to clear all of this up. But just a few hours ago, city officials took to Twitter to say that the water pressure around the city, that's going to improve over time here, and it could take another several hours for that to happen. But the water outside of the impacted area where we are right now, it's safe to drink and it's also safe to cook with. Now, crews told me just maybe an hour ago when we got here that they're going to be out here for many more hours, but the city has been updating the public on social media. We reached out to the city this morning just to get any other update than we already got from the crews, and also an update about how this happened. We're still waiting to hear back from them this morning, but we're going to keep monitoring the situation that's happening behind us. Back over to you.
For that report, Cece, we'll check back in a bit. This morning, there's a new updated policy in the Robbinsdale district on how the school responds to weapon-related incidents. The board passed the policy late last night after the community was outraged by the district's handling of multiple incidents last month involving guns at schools. The updated policy puts them in compliance with state law. Changes include defining a dangerous weapon and requiring the building administrator to, as soon as practicable, alert law enforcement if a student brings a gun to school unlawfully. The policy also requires the district to report to the Commissioner of Education incidents involving the use or possession of a dangerous weapon in school zones.
We need to do a better job all the way around, and so that's one of the reasons that I'm very committed to this.
The school board also had a work session where they made suggestions on future revisions they would like to see to the policy.
The Mall of America has reached a settlement with the family of the boy who was thrown over the third-floor balcony back in 2019. The terms of the deal are confidential. The family of Landon, who was 5 when this happened, sued the mall, accusing it and its security of failing to protect the boy. Landon's parents say his recovery has been miraculous. Emmanuel Aranda, the man who threw him over the balcony, pleaded guilty to first-degree attempted murder in exchange for a 19-year sentence.
The federal government is once again delaying the deadline to get your Real ID. The Department of Homeland Security just extended enforcement of Real ID to May of 2025. Leaders say it's because of COVID backups at license centers nationwide. Real ID is an extra layer of federal security when traveling through a TSA checkpoint at airports. According to the state, under 30% of Minnesotans have their Real ID.
This morning, Scott County leaders say they're considering ending the permit for the Renaissance Festival. They told the Star Tribune they may end it due to major traffic and parking issues at the last fest. The festival runs every summer for about 7 weeks, starting in mid-August. A decision is expected next month. If you're looking to bear hunt in Wisconsin, listen up. Applications for 2023 are due by midnight Friday. The drawing will take place in early February, with license purchases beginning in March on a limited basis. Let's get back to that cold weather. Guy has more on what you can expect as you start your day. You got the big jacket on today, Guy. That means it's chilly.
That means it's chilly. I don't bring this puppy out for no good reason. Hey, this snow you see isn't going anywhere anytime soon, just because temperatures, we have some cold spells in the forecast, especially for the morning time. Our morning temperatures, we're talking single digits, wind chills close to sub-zero, and we're going to have a rinse and repeat for the next couple of mornings before temperatures kind of warm up later in the weekend to just slightly above seasonal or just below that. We'll kind of be flirting with seasonal temperatures. So weather for today, nothing to slow you down, just uneventful. After a cold start, I mean, we'll be grooving throughout the daytime. Sunshine in the forecast, so maybe carry the sunglasses with you today. Obviously, some leftover isolated slick patches out there on the roads. I mean, not much going on today. Feeling like 4 on the skin. That's why I got my gloves and my hat today bundled up. Winds are coming out of the east. at 6 miles per hour, shifting a little bit more southeast for the afternoon. But notice, again, temperatures in the mid-20s by 1 o'clock this afternoon, warming up to the mid to upper 20s by late afternoon, and we're staying clear for the first half of the evening. Notice tonight, some clouds kind of move through after midnight, still not seeing any flakes early morning, but as we get into mid to late morning, after daybreak, after sunrise time, that's when we can start to see some flakes here. And I've been tracking that out throughout the morning hours. So stick with me here in about 10 minutes. I'll be bringing out microcasts and the big picture, and we'll get a better idea on timing in just a little bit. But for today, sun returns. It's going to be nice to see the sun, especially after a day like yesterday with the flurries and just the gray skies. So vitamin D today. Tomorrow, some morning snow showers. For Thursday after a cold start, it's very similar to today. Cold start, but a better finish, and temperatures, warm up to the 30s with some sunshine in the forecast for your day on Thursday. All right, so coming up in my 7-day forecast again, morning snow showers tomorrow, a cold start Thursday morning again, and some snow showers possible Thursday night into Friday morning. I'll continue to track that out as well.
Thank you, Guy. This morning, the CDC is giving us an update on how the latest flu shot is doing against flu strains going around right now.
After the break, the good and bad news from the agency.
Plus, we're looking into viral claims about if closing vents in your home can help save you some money this winter.
And MnDOT's winter tradition is back, naming a snowplow. We want to know what some of your suggestions are. You can text us at 763-797-7215.
And a reminder, you can stop by the tent here at CARE to drop off an unwrapped new toy from 8 in the morning until 8 at night through December 14th. You can also drop off toys at any Kowalski's Market or St. Paul's Federal Credit Union locations.
All right, so another thing, when we went back down, he pointed and
Oh, ghost!
he said, uh-oh.